What the hell are we doing?
Getting ice cream. What do you think we're doing? We're getting ice cream. I'm going to put a mic on you.
Oh, look at that. Sea
Yeah.
salt. And I think I need to try the sea salt chocolate peanut butter.
I want to try the salted caramel.
Thank you.
It's July 2026. This month I've been immersed in conversations about American democracy, about public life, about what it means to be a citizen. They're important conversations. Conversations that, as we celebrate America's 250th birthday, invite us to keep asking what we owe one another and how each of us contribute to the communities we call home. July also happens to be National Ice Cream Month, and that, I think, is worth celebrating too. Which gives me the perfect excuse to spend an afternoon in Santa Cruz with one of my favorite citizens.
I think I'd like a cup with two little, mini scoops. That's sea salt chocolate. What you gave me a taste of, that long named one. No, I want a little of that and a little bit, of salted caramel.
That's my friend Don Lane. As you'll hear, he likes ice cream. Like, he really likes ice cream. So we spent an afternoon walking around downtown Santa Cruz, going from one ice cream shop to the next, talking about his plans for celebrating National Ice Cream Month. So I want to talk to you about a bunch of things.
Okay.
Obviously, this insanity of yours, of your California ice cream tour.
Yeah.
But I also, I know you from a number of different, I don't even know originally.
What the beginning is.
But in your time in Santa Cruz, I want to touch on two things. You were on city council. You served as mayor twice?
3 times.
3 times?
3.
You'd think you'd get it right by... Did you?
Yes.
You did?
You know why? It was actually both the second and third times I got it right because I got the hat. The mayoral top hat.
That's right. I do remember.
And the giant scissors. Because then it became a lot more fun.
Right. I do remember you having a lot of fun as mayor.
I did.
The rest of the city I can't speak to, but you had a lot of fun. In addition to your civic experience and role in service here, an even greater service to the community, you started famously with a partner, the Saturn Cafe.
That's correct. Right after I graduated from UCSC, and I just said, well, I can work at Mervyn's right out of college, or I could start my own little cafe.
As one.
And I decided the cafe looked like a better option.
So what was Saturn Cafe?
So what it started as was this kind of tiny hole-in-the-wall dessert cafe. We did have other food, but it was really grounded in desserts. And being open really late, we were open till midnight or 1 most nights. And we just wanted to be kind of a studenty, young people hangout. And we became that.
You did, quite successfully.
And then we also, and it really, everything ties back to ice cream because one of the main drivers of the Saturn Cafe was to bring McConnell's ice cream from Santa Barbara to Santa Cruz. And McConnell's in my youth was the best ice cream I had ever had.
And so Saturn Cafe, one of the impetus for starting was that, 1, you didn't want to get a real job.
Right.
And 2, you wanted McConnell's ice cream and didn't want to live in Santa Barbara.
That's right.
It did become kind of this legendary institution in Santa Cruz. It's where everybody went. I think because it was open late at a time when a lot wasn't.
Right.
I worked for years in the arts in Santa Cruz. So after the show, whatever the show was, people were hungry. They wanted a place to hang out and decompress and not go home yet. They'd end up at Saturn. You also have a tattoo.
I do. And there's a story behind this tattoo, which I would enjoy telling.
We're storytellers here.
My daughter at the age of 18 said, I want to get a tattoo with you. I said, I'll do it if it could be an ice cream cone. And she said, okay.
Nice. What are you doing in July?
Okay. I'm having a blast is what I'm doing. I just have, ice cream, as you noted, has been pretty big thread in my life. And for probably most of my life, I've had this idea that I would like hit the road and just go eat ice cream all over the country, but it just never came together. I decided in 1 month, I could do a lot of California.
Right.
So that's my plan for this ice cream nap.
So this is your howl, essentially.
Yeah, that's right.
So what does that mean, doing a lot of California? What's the plan?
So on July 1st, I'm zipping down fast in my car down to San Diego, meeting my cousin who lives in San Diego. And we're going to start there, hit a few ice cream shops each of the next couple of days at the San Diego area. Then I'm going to move into the LA area and spend quite a long time in the LA area,
Right.
probably half the month. And I've got a map, which I have on my little website that I've created for this, and it has about 100 ice cream shops from San Diego up to Arcata.
Is that your goal, to hit 100?
I'm not focused overly on 100, but it's sort of my, like, 3 a day,
Do you know what your first spot in San Diego is?
Yes. Well, it's my first highlighted spot. I don't really know if it'll be the first place I go. It's called On's Dry Cleaning. Yes, that's what it's called.
Hans Dry Cleaning.
I wish we could have recorded the expression of puzzlement on your face right then.
Hans Dry
On,
Cleaning.
A-N,
On.
yes.
Okay.
And it's been acclaimed, winning awards right and left. It's a gelato.
For ice cream. Because, for August, maybe you could visit 100 dry cleaners and just
I will. I'm telling you, at least all the clothing
Right.
has ice cream drips on it.
Yeah, it's like, can you take this chocolate stain out? Can you take this
Exactly.
strawberry stain out?
Exactly.
Like when you see a place, a town or a neighborhood or a district that you go to, and you see an independent ice cream store, what does that tell you about the neighborhood?
It tells me I want to go there. And I mean, that's on the most personal level. It's like, well, I'm going there if they have a good artisan ice cream, unique ice cream place. But it does tell me, I think there's just, it's a little bit like what, I remember reading this article like 15 years ago about how you knew a town really had it if it had craft breweries.
Right.
Well, now everybody's got a craft
Right.
brewery, but back then that was still not very common, and that was a marker. Well, I think now that's the artisan ice cream or gelato
Right.
is probably as good a marker as any, because you can go to a lot of the like relatively dreary Central Valley towns. Sometimes you'll find one even in a big city in the Central Valley that kind of fits that description, but there's not a lot. And yet here in like a Santa Cruz or in Petaluma or in San Luis Obispo, you'll see that there's several in a relatively modest sized community. And I think that says something about those places.
What does it say?
Well, it just says that there's a kind of I think it's something about creativity, probably a food consciousness, if you will, just like that quality of food matters, that there's something in the community, that's sort of in the wiring of the community.
Right.
I don't know, maybe just a different entrepreneurial spirit, maybe as well.
Between our second and third stop, Don and I ran into a friend.
Hi.
Oh, hello. How are you? Talking to Don about ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Chef Kendra Baker is one of the owners of Penny Ice Creamery, one of downtown Santa Cruz's most delicious spots.
Well, I love the idea. It's super fun and ice cream is fun.
Ice cream is fun. Can I ask you about ice cream?
Sure.
So why did you do ice cream? You could have done anything. I know your skill set.
I was obviously in fine dining before as a pastry chef for Manresa, and I felt very disconnected from community, and I was creating things that were very special and important to me for a very small percentage of the world. And I was feeling disconnected, and I wanted to have more play more engagement with my people. So that's how I kind of decided that I wanted to take it down to a level where more people could enjoy what I was creating more frequently.
And a lot of people do. I've stood in line. I've always loved like the innovation of flavors that you guys do here. Like, do you have
Like which one?
Well, I remember coming here for the very first time and looking at the menu going, what? And having celery ice cream. It was the first time I had celery ice cream. And then I quickly became a big fan of celery ice cream. So, but I was going to ask, do you have any standout flavors that either you was really, really loved making, creating, or anything that just did not work?
Oh, somebody that yeah. Let's see. Well, I told Dawn about my favorite
fig leaf.
Fig leaf,
Oh,
which in the Mediterranean they use fig leaves a lot, and
right.
they made their way into custard desserts, and they have kind of it's funny, but it's almost a tropical flavor, kind of coconutty, and I love that flavor. You know, in past lives, not here at the Penny, but we've done cannabis ice cream. That was interesting and fun to work with. I always love olive oil ice cream. It's delicious. We've done bourbon bacon chocolate, candy cap mushroom.
Oh, yeah, right. I remember.
That's fun because it's locally foraged. What other
I
flavors?
locally forage for my ice cream.
Yeah.
The wild of Santa Cruz ice cream shop.
The streets of Santa Cruz.
Yeah, I think ice cream is fun too because it's like such a medium that people will explore with.
Right.
Like they might not try a super wild dish on a menu, but then you put it in ice cream and they're more willing to be like, oh, I'll just give that a little taste.
Right.
Don't have to fully commit. And then often they're like, probably like with the celery raisin. When we first started, we had the mystery flavor. And so we would put a flavor. That's what we first kind of introduced the public to, these like more obscure flavors.
Right.
It was like, oh, if it was a mystery, then they really would try it.
I wonder if I had it not knowing it was celery, if I would have recognized it. Probably not.
This isn't, you've just given me, when I was a kid, the way we ate celery almost always was with peanut butter.
Yeah.
So what about peanut butter celery ice cream?
And I think it's like celery with a peanut butter ripple.
Yeah.
I think it would work for the nostalgia factor.
Yeah.
Throw some raisins in there and then you got ants on a log.
Man, love it.
I bet you people would be into it. And then get a scoop of blackberry sorbet. Perfect.
Right.
Make it a double.
Yeah, that was the thing, when you talk about, asked before, what do I miss about the Saturn? That was another thing, we just
fun.
messed around. We had toys on the counter. I mean,
right.
We even, we always had funny signs behind the counter, kind of like cooking, and my favorite was, we had there were two women who worked there. One was Jen and one was Barry. And so we used to put up a special ice cream sign, Jen and Barry's ice cream.
That's funny. This episode falls between part 1 and part 2 of a documentary exploring the relationship between democracy and public space. It's about how we gather, how we share space, and what it means to be a citizen. Those are important conversations. But so is this one. Because citizenship isn't only something we practice when the stakes are high. It's something we practice every day, in the way we move through our communities, the people we choose to notice, and the places we choose to celebrate. Don could spend his retirement quietly enjoying ice cream. Instead, he's turned it into an opportunity to meet people, to champion small businesses, raise money for a cause he believes in, and invite the rest of us along. He may be retired from public office, but he's clearly not retired from citizenship. This month, as we celebrate both America's birthday and National Ice Cream Month, I hope you'll make time for both citizenship and joy. They go together better than we sometimes remember. Like, celery and peanut butter maybe. Sidewalk Ballet is a production of Big Creative Consulting, strengthening community through culture and place. You can learn more about Don's ice cream tour of California in the episode note, and as always at sidewalkballet.com. Mastering by Ryan Musante. Our theme music is by the Peacoat Project. Thank you for joining us on this block of the Sidewalk Ballet. Have a happy ice cream month. I'm Chip. I'll see you downtown.
Did you see that? That was cute. Those two guys just like cheers to each other
With their
cake
ice
and
cream.
their cone.
I didn't see that. It's hard not to be joyous when you have ice creams.